the reality is that it takes sometimes some years to be able to figure out what's most important. And in my life, and I've always said this to every entrepreneur that I get close to, that I mentor, I always start with the most important thing in your life is not your business. And until you realize that, until you really make that part of your DNA, that the most important thing in your life is behind that door of your home or your apartment when you go home, and is that your significant other and your family, what you want to do with them. In other words, your value set, like, what are your values? What do you really want out of life? Do you want to just end up retiring with a bunch of money and have a whole bunch of broken relationships along the way? That's not going to make you happy. What's going to really make you happy is the other things in your life, the spiritual, the family, those times in your life. That's what's going to make you happy. Everything else should be built around supporting that. So sometimes we have to recheck ourselves. It takes good mentors, good friends, good spouses to sometimes check you and go, you know what, you're maybe going off of that. If you communicate that to them, that this is the most important thing, then they're going to be open with you to tell you, hey, you know what, you've missed a few too many dinners, or your kids are really irritated because you're on your iPhone when you should be paying attention to them. Like, it takes that little bit of spurring to go, ooh, ouch, that wasn't right. Now, what am I going to do about it? Am I going to adapt? So I think over years that I've learned that, to where I have set some boundaries. And when you have those boundaries set, well, then it's easier to do all your goal setting for business. Because now when you're goal set your business, you're going to fit those into your value system and into what's the most important thing. And guess what? You're also going to be more successful because you've got those guardrails. So I really try to set those guardrails to say, there's only so many people that I can manage. There's only so many tasks that I can accomplish, but those are going to filter into my goal set and my ambition. And I'm going to make sure that as I grow my business, I can accomplish a lot. I can get bigger and larger with more delegation, but you still only so much time. So if that 8 to 10 hours is what you have, and you're going outside of that, well, it means maybe you're trying to accomplish too much or you're not delegating. And if you continue to reset that, I think you find a equilibrium.